This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 6-4 defeat for the Edmonton Oilers this evening. A sweaty one. All right, you know what? We're down 6-2 in that third period. You would not think a 6-4 final would end up being as sweaty as it did, but you just don't start Mike Smith. Connor McDavid actually does something off the power play, off the man advantage. Right? There are so many what ifs in this game. And I think I was pretty down and out there during that final stretch of the 10 minutes. I was pretty much toast. But I think if you're going to wrap it up anyway and put it this way is, hey, we got 4 more games to potentially win this series. We might only need 3 more, but we got 4 more if we need it. 2 losses, sketchy territory. 3 losses, we're done. 1 loss, it's straight up not going to kill you. But I am shot. That was a hard game. All right, I don't know how to cut it any other way. There is no other way to cut it. That was a hard game to get through, and here we are, done 6-4, down 1-0 in the series, and it's time to go get the Hawks on Monday night at 8:30. I tell you, if it's going to be that crazy of a game Monday night at 8:30, I don't know if I'm going to work on Tuesday, and that's not a good thing because we got a lot of work to do on Tuesday, I tell you that much. But somehow here we are. And yeah, I'm proud. I guess you put it right. Proud of the ending, not proud of the game. That was a trash game for most of it. Connor McDavid absolutely was trash. The Connor McDavid line was trash. And yet, I guess indicative of what kind of game it was, Connor McDavid ends up with 4 points on the night. Nugent Hopkins scores his first career playoff goal. Clefbaum with 2 assists. Nugent Hopkins has 2 assists in the playoffs. James Neal scores a power play goal. Leon Draisaitl a power play goal. And, right, Leon Draisaitl with an assist as well. So Leon Draisaitl had a 3-point night. Or, yeah, 2-point night? 2-point, yeah, 2-point night. Like, all around, just a weird situation in the Chicago game. Mike Smith allows 5 goals. Shockingly, Mike Smith allows 5 goals against Chicago. I guess we should have known what we were getting into, but yeah, at some point it's like either hitting your head against pavement or else things are bound to change. Mikko Koskinen, absolutely stellar. 944 save percentage, 17 shots against, or 17 saves on 18 shots against. End of the day, the Oilers just straight up did not shoot the puck enough. They did not take the puck to the net enough. They just did not do enough Oilers things. So let's get to the scoring summary, break this one down, and kind of break it in a little bit. It started off hot. This game started off well. The Oilers scored the first goal and the last 2 goals of this game and somehow still lost 6-4. Connor McDavid scored on the power play. Leon Draisaitl, Clefbaum with the assists. Then Dylan Strome on a terrible play by Mike Smith, unassisted off Smith's butt. Jonathan Toews, a power play goal where the penalty kill unit just collapsed. It looked like Todd McClellan's penalty kill, not Dave Tippett's penalty kill. Brandon Saad with the most beautiful tip you have seen out of an opposing player in the NHL in some time. Dominic Kubliak and Ole Mata get assists there. Jonathan Toews gets Kubliak and Saad assists on the goal. And see, this is the thing. Dominic Kubliak got an assist on that Jonathan Toews power play goal. And then, okay, so it's a total of 4-1 after the first. In the second, again, we start the right way. We get the first goal of the second period. We end up scoring to make it 4-2. McDavid, Nugent Hopkins on assists with Draisaitl scoring the power play goal. And you know what? It was a scrambly power play goal, but a big one for sure. Then Dominic Kubliak scores his first goal of the game. Keith Kirby Dach get assists. It's on the power play. You want to hear the pattern? The power play, the power play, the power play, the power play. Absolutely. And then you have Kubliak getting a second one on the power play. Duncan Keith, Jonathan Toews. And it ends up being 6-2 after the second period. Somehow, though, in the last 4 minutes of the game, the Oilers come alive and absolutely say, no, we've played like crap all game, all right? We've played terrible all game, but here we go. I will show you personally. The Oilers personally showed us absolutely what they're going to do the rest of the series, all right? I guess that's how I'd put it. And the rest of the series, they're going to go out there and hopefully own the ice because they came alive in the last 4 minutes. Got a goal on the power play from James Neal, a huge one. Ryan Nugent Hopkins Connor McDavid with the assist, both with their second assists of the playoffs, and then Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with an assist from Clefbaum and Connor McDavid. And that was Nugent-Hopkins' first career power play goal. 42-29 the shots for the Chicago Blackhawks. 47-33 the hits for the Oilers. What a grinded out game. Couldn't come up with it enough. 30-27 the face-offs. Say what you will about key face-offs. The Oilers still won the face-off draw, and see that's maybe where face-off stats skewed. Penalty minutes, the Oilers took 6 minor penalties this game. Absolutely brutal night, and I'll give you the rundown. Matt Benning, 2 for slashing. Connor McDavid for high sticking. Nurse for roughing. Ennis for delay of game. And Kyler Yamamoto for hooking. All penalties that, you know what, 5 out of 6, chalk up one wherever you want to that we shouldn't have given up. And the giveaways. When I said Connor McDavid was the Oilers' worst and best player out there, it's quite simple to figure out. Connor McDavid couldn't make a pass, couldn't make a play, couldn't do anything out there to save his life tonight. And it just absolutely cost us. Connor McDavid cost us the game with a 4-point night, if that makes sense. That's absolutely brutal. And talk about the Oilers being a power play only team is what it is, right? Is honestly, if Connor McDavid would have done anything 5-on-5, and that's the thing. You want to talk about nobody else doing anything 5-on-5? Start lying the blame on Connor McDavid's shoulder, because the guy was useless 5-on-5. And I don't think it's a Nugent Hopkins and Kassian issue. I think Connor McDavid just didn't come to play, because at the end of the day, Connor McDavid doesn't need line mates. You could throw Connor McDavid out there 5-on-3 and he'd still hold his own fairly well on any given night. So, end of the day, the ownership's got to start with the captain. And I think in the playoffs, anywhere after a bad defeat in the playoffs, you got to have the captain step up the next game. And I think, unfortunately, our captain is Connor McDavid in this situation. But end of the day, he is the one you got to look to step up and lead this Oilers team to a big Game 2 victory that will make the difference in this series and lead us to where we have to go in this Stanley Cup final playoff run, whatever you want to call it. It's been a tough game. Let me tell you, it was not my most favorite game. I was pretty down and out, and then James Neal scored that game goal, and I don't think I've reacted any more positively to a goal in the Oilers' history than I did to that James Neal goal. I'm sweating to death. You can see how hot my face is. It's been a stressful game. And you know what? 6-4, Mike Smith's performance. Let's just break down those goals a little bit one more time. At the end of the day, about 2 of those goals are on Mike Smith. 3 of them, well, 2 of them are just really good goals, and then 2 of them are tips, however you want to say it. Tough. Absolutely a tough game to go through. Tough one to open it up, especially I think with the high expectations, but end of the day, just seeing you guys lose your cool and get visibly upset, just as I did with how this Oilers game went. I mean, it sucks. It really sucks, because you'd think we can pull ourselves together. But 6-2 going into the third period, that's a tough place to be. The Oilers come up clutch. They get 2 goals, and it's a 6-4 final, and we at least save face. End of the day, that's what it comes down to. We at least save face in what was not the nicest of efforts out of our big dogs, right? And I mean, do you go back to the Drymoto Hopkins line? Do you change McDavid's line mates? End of the day, it doesn't matter. If you make changes, the Oilers still have to compete. I don't care what change you make. It makes no difference if the Oilers put in an effort like they put in tonight. They have to make passes. They have to be willing to use the penalty kill to its fullest advantage. They have to be willing to shoot the puck. They have to, end of the day. And they didn't have enough have to in their games. 50-50 pucks, something I harped on a lot in the live streams. They did not win, I don't think, a single one tonight. They were absolutely terrible when it comes to 50-50 pucks. That's end of the day. They should not have put that terrible of an effort into 50-50 pucks, because the Hawks, yeah, sure, they won a couple face-offs, scored a couple goals off 50-50 pucks. I'm sorry, off of face-offs. You watch the Oilers win 50-50 pucks all night, they're scoring 7, just like the Hawks scored 6 or 7 if that goal wasn't offside, which we didn't even talk about because Kane was offside and it was an empty net goal, which could have been worse. 7-4 empty net. Guys, I'm over it. I'm going home. I'm going to get so much cold. I don't even know what I'm going to go pick up to drink, but I'm going to go wipe this one off, and we're going to get into Game 2, Monday night, 8:30 p.m., right here on Dolynny TV, right here on this same couch. I'm Tyson, this Dolynny TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. The TV box is off. The blue is on the screen. Time for me to go home. That was... Whoa. That's the closest I've come in a while. I'm out of here. Catch you next time.